Hi everyone, welcome to Drive and Fail 50. Close passes are scary.
Oh my god!
And really dangerous. Don't do it. This video is sponsored by Car Vertical, and I'd like to say a big thanks to them for continuing to support my channel. Please support them. Luckily you could see this impatience from a mile off, and my viewer was able to do something about it comfortably. It's not always going to be the case though with people like this. We haven't had one of these hands up if you need lessons clips in a while. I've not much to add with this clip. Look at the junction on the left hand side.
We appreciate you listening, and we appreciate all the support that you
What an
give.
emerge that was.
Continue that support and donate at ramdas.org.
Have a look where this bus driver stops. Surely you can see that you're not going to be able to clear that. The lady crossing the road is not too happy. Understandably as well. Now look at the next lady on the left that's trying to cross. This situation puts her in real danger. No one can see her. Everyone makes mistakes, but for me this is utter laziness. This bus driver's obviously been on this route before and knows exactly what they should be doing here. Where do you think the fail comes from in this clip? I don't think my viewer sees it the same somehow. Someone definitely sent that in without watching too much of my channel. What do you think? As you may know, I've recently changed my car. I didn't need the services of Car Vertical because I was in that fortunate position to buy a brand new car. Not everyone's like this though, and I definitely wasn't when I bought my first. When looking to purchase your first vehicle, most people work off quite a tight budget, and it's important to choose well, and that's where today's video sponsor Car Vertical comes in. Car Vertical is a service that provides vehicle history checks in 35 countries. They collect data from over 900 sources and then show it in one simple report. The Ford Fiesta is a classic first car, and it's a very popular driving school vehicle, but even these type of cars can have a hidden history. This 2015 1-litre EcoBoost 5-door model might be something that the first-time driver would look at, but as you can see, the Car Vertical report is showing it's been damaged before. However, the mileage seems to check out. There's no outstanding finance, and we can see that it's had a number of successful MOT inspections since it was repaired. In fact, its last inspection was only last month. Knowing this information shouldn't necessarily put you off this vehicle, but it might help you secure a healthy discount. Please check out my links in the description, and by using the promo code Ashley when you're checking out your next potential purchase, you can save yourself 10%. Thanks Car Vertical. This was very close, but there's no need for the reprimand from my viewer. Now you've not crashed, just let it go.
WF10 MSD.
It was actually a great reaction to avoid a collision. This clip's from Simon, one of my viewers who I recently did a drive with in his Kia EV6. And this is him whilst he's driving on a summer holiday on the continent. He shows some good lane discipline and moves back to lane 1, which is obviously the opposite way round that we're used to. But then a little touch further up, he spots someone broken down on a hard shoulder and decides to give them space, which is a good idea. And now we're going to be watching the Range Rover approaching from behind. And yes, of course it's British. Everyone else spotted the problem early, and have a look at the reaction from the guy dealing with the broken down car. It's not the last we've seen of this Range Rover driver. A few minutes further up the road, Simon catches this driver of the Range Rover up at the toll booths. They were struggling to make payment. Now, I'm not sure whether the red X above their lane was there before they entered, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was. In any case, it proves all that rushing doesn't get you very far. I wonder whether his card had been declined, or whether he was struggling to remember his PIN number. In any case, we'll never know, but there were an army of people moving across to help him. And you know what's coming next. Guess who's approaching behind again? 3 or 4 minutes later. I think this is quite an unusual clip. It's not often you see someone escaping from the police. Watch the second road on the right.
Okay, that's the thing that just happened.
I've got no idea what this oncoming car was thinking. They wave their hand as well. Wow. Which car do you think's going to be the problem at the roundabout? I think my viewer worked this out quite nicely.
Jeez, you freaking idiot!
And as we can see, this is a common event on our roads. Watch out for it. The driver of this Golf couldn't be bothered waiting.
Where does he think he's going? See that? Someone's coming up with the outside, there's one here. This old fella.
This driver on the left also refuses to wait in the queue. But this is also a little reminder to look both ways before you emerge. And I'm not talking about the Volkswagen driver, I'm talking about the silver SUV, who actually did a very good job. Well done. This is definitely another reprimand from this lorry driver. We've seen many incidents like this on the channel recently. That's not a mistake, that's an assault. The left lane's got a left turning arrow, but the Audi goes straight. A poor emerge and a stall at a roundabout by a newly qualified driver. It looks as though they were in the wrong gear because they move for a bit and then the car suddenly dies. Everyone gives them time and space though. For me, even the orange car was fine going through at that point, although I would have held back also. These last 4 videos aren't the best resolution, but they are from the same viewer. In this first one, the motorcyclist does leave it very late to exit the road. But the next 3, I think my viewer's a little distracted because they're talking on the phone. Let me know what you think.
Okay.
There's a van emerging from the slip road.
9 hours driving today.
Did my viewer not see it or not slow?
What was that?
Me honking this fucking car, he's just bloody made me go from 56 down to 40 because he just pulled straight out of bricked bit, and you have to squeeze through that to get into the shower, and the brick bit is all you've got to stop your clothes getting wet.
Yeah.
Another poor emerge, but it also wasn't planned very well at all.
Car just pulled straight out in front of me.
This clip initially is a good bit of planning. There's a lorry that's trying to emerge from the parking area a bit further. But I still think there's some distraction from the phone.
What exit is this one? Need to keep an eye out now. Welford in 1 mile.
You're not wrong.
No, I'm not.
I don't think there was any contact, but it was close.
Car just bloody undertook me.
Was that all of a sudden also, or should you have been watching more?
What's going on with me?
I don't know. He undertook me and went in my bloody blind spot.
Do you think this driver was distracted?
And I was looking at my mirrors. I checked them. I looked at them. I couldn't see him. Luckily, I didn't